to Learn. We're a nonprofit that gets kids excited about math and science.
Thank you for that wonderful intro. All right, we are working on the Profusion, the Proline Profusion SC 4x4 today. And we're going to continue building the diffs. You guys can look in the video description for all the entire playlist for this vehicle, as well as its little brother, the Pro MT 4x4. So we've got those both. The Pro SC here is a kit that you build yourself versus the Pro MT comes almost ready to run. So we're going to go ahead and continue our build of the diffs. This is pretty much the first step here. Just as a review, you've got 3 of these diffs. What the diffs do is they split power between 2 wheels so that the 2 wheels can turn at independent speeds. And actually it isn't even the wheels. In a 4-wheel drive like this, you'll actually have 3 diffs. One will split the power front and rear, and then two more will split the power left and right at the front and rear of the truck. So the diffs in these cars are in trucks are very similar to full-size trucks. Now they've got spider gears inside. These small gears are called spider gears or sometimes sun gears. You know, the terms differ a little bit. In RC trucks, actually as well as some full-size cars and trucks, you have what's called a viscous limited slip, where it will actually use a fluid in there to control the power split between left and right. So, or you know, the 2 output shafts. I shouldn't say left and right because it could be front or rear too. So we're gonna put in some of this fluid here, and you can see in the instructions it says 500,000 weight included. So in the Pro SC, they give you these fluids, and actually kind of gooey here, so I'm gonna grab a napkin, have a napkin handy. This is silicone fluid. Actually, we should put together the spider gears first before we fill that up. So let's go ahead and do that step. And we'll go through some of the parts here as we have them laid out. So you do have these metal pins, which is nice. Other trucks may have plastic, or other vehicles may have plastic. So you want to put these cross pins together, put a gear, and then a spacer. Where are these spacers? Oh, here we go. They're smaller spacers. I'm going to just pour out these parts here so we can see everything. So you want to put one of the spider gears, and then a shim or a washer spacer, whatever you want to call it, and then do that all the way around the 4 pins here. Okay. Spacer. Sometimes some of these parts might be stuck together too, so you may have to separate some of those those washers. Oh, actually, sometimes an easier way to do this is to put 2 of the sides together first and then drop them in. You see, there's nothing else, so I can go ahead and drop these in, and then make sure that the notch in the cross pin is facing up, because that is going to go into the other. See that notch there? So, and we can get these gears set up. That's probably the easier way to do it versus trying to do all 4 at once. Do 2 of them and then drop them in. And then do the other 2 and then drop those in. All right, so this time we'll want to put that notch upside down so it coincides with the other side. It fits into the notch in the other cross pin here. And all right. There we go. Got those cross pins lined up. Again, we're using these upgraded diff cases, all aluminum from Kraken RC, known for their 5th scale beasts. All right, so now we've got that in, and we can go ahead and put in the diff fluid. So your thicker diff fluids, and we've got like a Team Powers 200,000 weight as well. That's what we use in our Kraken, our Arma Kraken. This comes with 500,000. I couldn't get 500,000 at NorCal Hobbies. They didn't have that in stock, and this is like super gooey inside. Looks like this leaked in shipping here, and it's really thick and viscous. It's like molasses. Ooh, you could see it kind of spreading out there. I'm gonna get a napkin. Hopefully we have enough in here to fill this diff. We should. It's very little volume in there. I can't even separate this. Here we go. Hopefully I have it. There we go. Yeah, this is, and it's ultra thick. That's why we have this, a plastic disposable knife. So, ooh, you could see that it's like stuck to the top there. So probably scrape some of this off on the top, and then flip it around, and you could just see, it's like super thick maple syrup or, caramelized sugar, etc. So this stuff won't pour. You're gonna have to scoop it out. You can see it's stringing along there. So I'm gonna grab some of this and basically just put it in. It'll take some time to settle in the diff. Just kind of scrape it off on the side there. It's okay if you got some excess. Just wipe that off afterwards, and you can turn the gears here to kind of get that situated, or just let it take its time and settle there. Yeah, I remember even that 200,000 weight that we've got was just ultra thick. I'm just leaving a bubble on this side. But it's nice that Proline includes this. It can be kind of tough to find 500 weight fluid. Usually we use Team Associated fluids just because they're readily available. Fill to top of cross pins. Do not overfill, it says. So I'm wondering if this will put too much fluid in there. I'm just eyeballing it. Oh, it probably looks good. So I'm just gonna scrape this in here and then let it settle. If I've got too much, I can always scrape some out. You can see just how viscous that fluid is. Literally, it's like maple syrup. So I'm not, or mozzarella cheese, whatever you prefer. So I'm gonna put this back here and scrape the excess back into the container. So we can save it for refilling the diff in the future. All right, so we'll let that settle. In the meantime, we can probably, ooh, that's just, yeah, this stuff is sticky. In the meantime, yeah, we'll just let this settle into the diff. Might cover it with a cup or something just so that dust and debris don't get in there. And for the front and the rear dips, we might use, so they suggest black grease here. We might just use like a, I forgot, I had it in my notes, like maybe a 50K. I've got to go back to my notes, so I'm not going to give you guys a wrong number there, but we're going to put in some silicone fluid as well versus the black grease. So let us know what you guys think in the comments. We love to hear from you. Like, comment, subscribe, and we will catch you next time. Thanks again for watching.